Good day, open hearts, and thank you for being here at this Shell Energy. Quick today is TZIKIN Day. TZIKIN days, I love them because they give you the opportunity to flow with a much higher vision. There is an abundance of information coming your way, and your perception just expands. It's like you get 360, without asking. It's all there. But because the day seemed to be very difficult for some people that I encountered today, I just wanted to come and give you quick advice. What happens is I was seeing a labyrinth, and a lot of people were just banging themselves in the walls. And sometimes they will go around and then come back to the same wall without looking that it was the same wall and banging it. And I don't want you to think I'm crazy. I just see these people banging the walls. This is how my mind's eye was, where I was looking through today. And the walls are labels, narratives, history. If a person identifies as, I am the Irishman, I am the 9-to-5 worker, I am the lawyer, I am the police officer, I am a mom, I am the nurse, I am the doctor, I am the person that has all these titles from university. So all of these constructs, okay, it felt like today was very difficult to let go of things like that today. So the more you're grabbing onto the narrative and the story, the more it felt like the more difficulty people were having moving through today's frequency. And today's frequency is TZIKIN. You go up higher, go up, you rise above the labyrinth walls and look at the whole field and realize that you are none of those labels. None of that is you. You are source light. You are the seed of divinity that is sitting right here. And from there it expands, okay? And from there it opens up to receive all the other levels, your higher levels that already are in place. Many are in place, like I told you. The angelic level is in place. Our galactic levels, our, master levels, they are coming in. So we just need to keep calling them in so that we become whole and we remember who we truly are. We are none of these labels. So if it's difficult today, you feel like you're annoyed or you're short-tempered, you just feel very judgmental, maybe having fights with people that are not even around anymore, and you still continue in this argument, it's because you are so involved in the narrative, in the story, that first of all, you're leaking energy from doing all this work that is not real, it's not necessary. And you are identifying with what is not real. So your frequency goes down and down and down, and you feel depleted. So rise above and identify what is the narrative I'm spinning off now. Okay, identify what the narrative is. And once you identify that, just let it go. Just I had the coffee mug that said, let that shit go. So that coffee mug is important. So I'll show you the mug in the next one. I just see it right here now. Just let it go. Okay, write it down. Write down a piece of paper. What are you identifying right now? I am identifying as a martyr. I am identifying right now as a victim, because the moment let's say you start defending yourself, you catch yourself. If you're defending yourself, it's because you are feeling like a victim. If you feel the need of saying a lie, it's because you are in fear. Okay, every time anybody lied in history is because they were afraid of something. So you identify what is the story you're playing and just release it. Release it, because that's what we're doing. We're deconstructing ourselves, parts of ourselves that were non-organic. They were false, they were illusion. So that is what's falling off, is coming off. So people that hold on to this very tight, I work so much for this job, and I work so hard because I'm such a good mom, you know, and I cannot not be a mom anymore. But no, you have to boil it down to the simplest seed of who you are. You are the God inside. Okay, so if you're having a hard time, just remember you are light, you are the God inside, you are God in motion. Okay, and you need to start dropping seriously the narrative and the stories, because if you're holding on to these, you're not going to be able to create the new earth, the new experiences that you are capable of. But you're going to be still so entangled into these stories, you know, and who people they were having arguments. First of all, there were a person having an argument with the person that's already dead, and then there was another person arguing about something that happened like, I don't know, 40 years ago, and the argument's still running in their heads. And so this is when you buy into the false narrative. Just let it go. Let it go. Just in deep gratitude. Just remember what I said. You just think of it. It's a movie that you are producing. You wrote. You hired the actors. So just thank all the actors in gratitude for playing all the roles in your movie and for giving you the platform where you're standing out now, because you learn and you experience so much. And say thank you, I don't need you anymore. And you know, you're not firing them, you're just retiring them. Okay, and let the actors go. Let the actors go. Rise above the labyrinth, because today is TZIKIN. You have the opportunity to rise above and look at the whole picture if you try. Okay, but if you are just spinning the tail, then you get exhausted. You know, it's just more difficult to move through your day. It feels heavier, and it feels like you're running not in all cylinders. You know, you need a little more energy. So my recommendation to you is to just check what narrative, what story I'm spinning right now. You know, that whenever you feel that you're off balance, something isn't right, just check what label I am playing right this minute. So that's when you rise above this labyrinth and look at the entire picture, like the eagle, like the quetzal, and identify where you're playing a role and you're not being your true self. Okay, so with that, I hope you have a really nice evening. I finally slept better. And I'm seeing that it's probably going to be just for a little bit, because there's a lot of plasma coming from the sun and lots of frequencies. You know, the Schumann is up again, so it's like we're sandwiched in between. But this is also to shake and have these inorganic parts to loosen up. And when it's loosening up, you feel like, oh my God, I'm getting naked here. You know, I'm getting exposed. But those things have to come off. Okay, just let them go. We're all beautiful naked. Okay. Thank you so much for coming with your open heart and your open mind. Thank you so much for sharing and subscribing. Thank you for your comments. I love your comments. And just let me know how you're doing. Okay, and thank you so much for your orders as well. I had a few orders on Peace, the spray, and they were delivered. And it's very good spray to calm you down, so it gives you a little bit of space, that pause that you need, because sometimes that's all you need. You need a pause to catch up and think, and if you need to pivot and make a different choice. But thank you so much for your orders. That really, you know, I'm very grateful for that. Thank you for your support. Remember, we are the angels. Divine blessings. Namaste.